Atlanta Braves go up against the Florida Marlins. Hey, Jimmy, did I lend you my lawnmower last fall? Because I was looking for it. I didn't find it in the garage.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did ask for it, right? Yeah. And I brought it out that weekend?
It was a year ago.
Yeah, with the power drive that...
it was a nice...
Yeah, it has
lawnmower.
the bag, the mulcher, the whole deal. You know what? I'm going to need that back.
Yeah, it did. You know what? It accidentally got thrown out.
What do you mean?
Well...
What do you mean accidentally?
The garbage men thought it was junk, but then they threw it out.
That was a beautiful, beautiful lawnmower, Jimmy. What do you mean they thought it was junk?
Well,
Where'd you leave it?
It wasn't that good. My neighbor didn't like it.
What?
He used
what
to
was he
use
driving?
I don't know. The whole neighborhood used it.
Did you put it out at the curb?
We threw it out.
Well, you know what? You better get on the phone to the Department of whatever, rubbish.
Yeah,
and,
the Department
you know what? I want it back.
What am I calling a dog pound?
I don't know what you have to do, Jimmy, but I want that more back.
Yeah.
Hello again, everyone. Tim Kitzer, along with my partner, Jimmy Shorts. And, Jimmy, this game should be a dandy. So grab a beverage and get ready for fun. It's time to play ball. And here's the first batter leading off. Castillo gets ready. And that's line foul. Hit sharply second base. The play at first, out. One out, nobody on base. And he doesn't take the bait on the pitch away. And he would not bite at that offering.
Keep it down. There's chips here.
And this guy has quite a formidable arm, doesn't he, Jimmy?
Is that his real arm? It looks kind of fake. Remember that $6 million man? He had fake arms, one fake leg.
Hit hard into right center. And Jones puts it away. Two outs, nobody on base. Lowell digs in.
Hey, Peanuts here.
Maddox, the windup. Lowell takes a called strike. The count is 0-1. Notice how he holds his hands right up next to his ears, Jimmy. He should bring them down a little closer to his body.
You ever eat pig ears, Tim?
Well, I know they have pig's ears and hot dogs, but I don't eat hot dogs, Jimmy, just tofu. And that ball is caught by the right fielder for the out. After one half inning of play, we are tied at 0. Tonight on Newsbreakers, what you don't know about your toothbrush can't hurt you. Or can it? What we found may shock you. Or will it?
Well, you know they say that the mouth is the filthiest part of the human body.
And here comes the batter to lead things off this inning. Furcal takes a strike, 0-1.
And he lays off on that one. You know, I wonder if he just swung at everything you would normally never swing at, and vice versa if you would become a great hitter.
Sends up a drive, left field. Hit sharply, but foul. And he got him looking.
The pitcher's just laughing now. That's not nice.
One out, nobody on base. And now you really hate to see that, Jimmy, unless if you're into that kind of thing. One out, a man on base. Takes off. Guns it to second. Got him.
Hey, cotton candy. Cotton candy.
Fly ball left field. And Nunez makes the grab for the final out. And that'll do it for the bottom half of the inning. After an inning of play, we are scoreless. Tonight at 10 on Newsbreakers, we uncover sexy secrets of the stars. You'll be shocked to see what we found.
No, I seriously doubt it.
And here comes the batter to the plate to lead off the inning. Lee takes a cold strike.
He's looking for something belt high, but that looked good to me.
Lined over the second baseman. Will field it on the bounce. Fires to first. Safe at first. And Lee reaches base safely. No outs and a man on. Line foul. The pitch. And he didn't miss that one by much. He's in the hole now 0-2.
I talked to him before the game. I told him, you know, you ought to take yoga.
And he'll grab some bench with that strikeout.
You know, even the best players in the league strike out like 500,000 times in their career.
One out, man on first. Maddox, the windup. Nunez takes a cold strike. 0-1 to the count.
Could anyone tell me what's he waiting for? I mean, come on, swing the bat. What's your job? You're standing around like a tree.
Sends a blast left field. Lee heads for third.
Hey, girls!
Lee rounds third. And Nunez pulls up at second with a double. Just one out. Men on second and third. And that's lined over the second baseman. And Jones makes the catch. And he's out at third base. And they turn the double play.
Man, I'd like to see more triple play. They should work on that more. That wasn't a bad double play.
At the middle of two, we are tied at 0. Tonight on Newsbreakers following the game, the city pothole scandal grows bigger. The cover-up surrounding funds that were supposed to cover up potholes have disappeared. And here comes the first batter to lead off the inning.
Gary Sheffield.
Sheffield takes a strike, 0-1.
He didn't like that one. You know, funny how hitters are so picky, but when it comes to clutch time, I'll tell you, they swing at dirt balls.
Hit hard left side. The play at first, in time. One out, nobody on base. Hit sharply, but foul. Hit hard right side. The play at first, safe.
A base hit here will make his teammates so happy.
One out, man on first. And he wasn't fooled by that pitch out of the zone.
He looked like a Roman statue just standing there.
And he looks at the pitch off the plate.
His eyes are like a hawk. He is so good.
Gets under it to left center. Pierre fields this one on the bounce. And he is safe at first base. Only one out. Runners on first and second. Gets under it to left field. Nunez plays it off the bounce. Out at second. And Franco reaches base safely. 2 outs, runners at the corner. Releases, and that was just a nasty curveball.
That pitch was mesmerizing, Tim. There was no way he was going to hit that.
Delivers. Lockhart takes a strike. The count is 0-2.
He smelled something rotten on that pitch, Tim. I'll tell you, he didn't like the smell of that.
Good eye there on the pitch outside.
You know, they say ball players have great eyes, and that's a good example right there.
Hit in the air to right center. And Encarnacion pulls it in to end the frame. And that'll do it for this inning. And so, at the end of 2, we are scoreless. And tonight, following the game, on Crime Scene Witness Stories, an eyewitness tells the story of witnessing a witness disappearance in a witness relocation program gone bad. It's sure to excite you. And here's the batter to lead things off. And that's line foul. Maddox with the windup. Sends up a drive to right field. Sheffield picks it up. The throw to first. And Gonzalez is on first with a single. No outs and a man on. Maddox, now the windup. And that's a wicked slider. Man, is that tough.
Swung at it like he was chopping weeds.
A quick throw to first, and he's safe. Burnett takes a called strike 0-2.
He just didn't like that pitch, Tim. I don't blame him. That was garbage.
Line smash second base. And Lockhart pulls it down.
Boy, I tell you, this guy is ready to hit a baseball. Look at his face.
1 out, runner at first base. Castillo steps in. Hit hard on the ground to short. The throw to second. He got him. And he is out at first. And that's 2.
How about this infield? Man, you gotta love that defense.
Going to the bottom of the 3rd, we are scoreless. Stay tuned for From Left Field immediately following the game. Then it's the season premiere of that powerful new drama, Mason's River Crossing. The story of an ordinary family with insurmountable problems and tragedy. And here comes the batter to the plate to lead off the inning. Maddox stares down the pitcher. Good eye on the pitch in tight.
A little patience goes a long ways. Let's see if he gets a pitch to hit here.
Burnett, and here's the windup. And he scorches one over the first baseman's head. He makes the grab. One out. Bases are empty. Furcal stands in. Furcal takes a called strike. The count is 0-1.
Oh, he held up on that. He probably should have swung.
Burnett winds up. Fly ball right field. And Encarnacion makes the grab. There are 2 outs. The base is empty. Jones looking for a pitch he can drive. Burnett winds up. Hit sharply, but foul. Sends a little floater to second, and Burnett reels it in. At the end of 3, we are tied at 0. And coming up after the game, a very special episode of My Old Man's a Dork. Corey's stinging one-liners and wisecracks go a step too far. This gripping episode will disturb you. Discretion is advised. Here, 0 for 1 thus far. Flied out his last at bat. Digs in. Maddox with the windup. Holds up on the pitch out of the strike zone.
He just said, I don't like that one. Throw me another. Good hitters do that.
Fires. Got under that one to left field. And he pulls it down. Lowell, nothing doing today. Flied out his last at bat. Looking for a good pitch. Maddox, the windup. Fly ball, foul territory. Hit high in the air, left center, and he'll make the play. Two outs, nobody on base. Fly ball, right center. And Sheffield catches it for the final out. As we go to the middle of the 4th, we are tied at 0. Tonight on Practical Reality and Mishaps, TV funny man Ed Walston mistakenly jokes with his waiter. Watch what happens when our professional stuntman and 3-time kickbox champion is not amused. Jones, 0 for 1 to this point. Flied out his last at bat. And that was just an embarrassing swing right there.
Let that be a lesson to you youngsters. Don't embarrass yourself.
Hit sharply over the shortstop. This could be extra bases. Jones rounds first, fires to second, and he is tagged out. One out. Bases are empty. And it's popped up foul. Gets under it, right field. Foul down the right field line. And now the pitch. And that ball is out of here. A home run. And Sheffield gives his team the lead. This old man, he hit 1. He played whack-whack, and he's not done.
That's the kind of pitch a hitter dreams of, but boy, when they see it, they usually whip.
And the pitcher just shakes his head in disgust. Nothing you can do about that one.
Now, this guy knew what kind of pitch he wanted, a home run pitch, and he got it.
One out. Bases are empty. Lopez takes a called strike. 0-1's the count. And he just froze up like a beauty contestant after being asked who her favorite author is. Burnett, the windup. That was just unhittable. Great pitch.
Boy, he's gopher hunting there. You ever hunt gophers, Tim? It's fun.
Goes down swinging.
You know, this guy's trying to act cool, and he just struck out. Yeah, that bugs me so much.
Castilla, 1 for 1 this game. Singled last time up. Hit in the air to left. And he puts it away.
Nice. Hey, we got any more of them peanuts? Monkey brought up to us yesterday.
At the end of 4, Atlanta leads by 1. And don't forget, it's Western Week at WBNT. Stay tuned after the game for the network premiere of Big Rough Saddle Riders. It's an action-packed ride. And here comes the first batter to lead off the inning.
Wait for your pitch. Wait for your pitch.
Encarnacion takes a cold strike.
Oh, come on, swing. You know, I just dunked coffee on my lap.
Encarnacion takes a cold strike. 0-2's the count.
I guess that pitch wasn't good enough for him. Now he's wasting everybody's time.
And he can't pull the trigger for called strike 3.
He was so close to getting a hit on that pitch. Now his career's on the line.
1 out, nobody on base. Maddox sets up. And he holds up on the pitch in close.
Oh, and he wouldn't bite on that offering. You know, that may have been a little bit out of the zone, but not much.
He couldn't lay off that one.
Swung at it like he was chopping weeds.
Strike 3.
He has absolutely nothing to complain about. He just was overmatched, that's all.
2 outs, nobody on base. The pitch, just slicing foul. He shows a good eye holding up on that pitch. And that pitch was out of the strike zone, but not by much. Maddox, and here's the windup. He gets under this one, hits to right center. And Sheffield puts it away to retire the side. And that ends the top half of the inning. With the bottom of the inning coming up, the Braves lead by 1. Tonight on Newsbreakers, why Johnny can't read. Maybe it's because Johnny's teacher doesn't know Jack. Are your kids' teachers qualified to teach? What we found out will disturb you. And here comes the batter to lead things off this inning.
Franco.
Hey, shut up!
And he doesn't bite on that pitch inside. And he lays off that pitch out of the strike zone. The pitch sends a blast, drifting foul. And he ropes one to short. And Gonzalez pulls it in.
Hey, chopsticks! Hey, anybody need chopsticks? Hey, chopsticks!
1 out, nobody on base.
Hey, Peanuts here!
And he wasn't fooled by that pitch out of the zone.
He didn't even flinch there. Well, I'll tell you, this booth stinks, Tim.
Line foul. Burnett winds up. Drives one to left field. And Nunez makes the catch. There are 2 outs. The base is empty. Foul ball. Burnett, now the windup. hit hard right side.
Everybody gets lucky now and then.
And that'll do it for this inning. And so at the end of the inning, Atlanta leads by 1. Tonight on an all-new Buddies, Brock McCloy, star of The Weather Guy, guest stars in a very special episode of Buddies. You won't want to miss it. It's sure to be action-packed. And here comes the batter to the plate to lead off the inning.
Alex Gonzalez.
Gonzalez takes a cold strike. The count is 0-1.
You know, I think he just forgot to swing there. It's like, oh, I guess I should have swung, huh?
Man, did you just see that pitch, Jimmy?
Oh, yeah, sure I did. No.
Jeez, Jimmy, it was amazing. It kind of zoomed around like and flew around right across the plate. Unbelievable.
Oh, that pitch. I saw that. The zoomers. I think that's what they call it.
And he got caught looking. And he just missed a golden opportunity there. 1 out, nobody on base. Burnett steps into the batter's box.
Hey, head dog man.
Hits sharply, but foul. Burnett takes a cold strike, 0-2.
You know, you got like 1/1,000,000th of a second to decide if you're going to swing. This guy, he's not can't think that quick.
Strike 3 called.
Nobody thought this guy could pitch when he came up. He's fooled so many people. Hey, who looks foolish now?
Hit hard, third base. And Castillo is on with a single. 2 outs, a man on base. Foul. Takes off. The play at second. He is safe. And he holds up on the pitch in close.
Their hitting coach gives these guys $1 for every ball they take. That's good incentive to draw the walk.
Hit on the line toward third. Castillo now rounding third. The Marlins tie it up. And Pierre winds up at second with a double. 2 outs now. Man on second. Lowell steps in. He's running. And that's line foul. He's running. Sends up a drive right center. And he pulls it down.
He puts that one away, no problemo, baby.
And that ends the frame. After that half inning of play, we're all tied up. Tonight at 10 on Newsbreakers, giant Mexican squirrels, how big are they? Are they crossing the border? And how safe are your children?
Oh, that don't sound good.
Tips on how you can secure your home. Percal, 0 for 2 so far. Flying out his last at bat. Stands in. Burnett with the windup. Hit in the air, and he makes the diving grab. What a play! One out. Bases are empty. Burnett looks in. Jones takes a strike, 0-1.
You know, you can't teach a kid patience, but I tell you, this kid's got patience. Maybe too much patience.
And he couldn't lay off of that one. He seemed to hesitate for a second, Jimmy, and then just never caught up with it. Fly ball left field. And Nunez puts it away. 2 outs, nobody on base.
Chipper Jones.
And he wasn't fooled by that pitch out of the zone.
He was wise to lay off on that one.
Sharply, but foul. Burnett winds up. Line shot to second. Jones rounding first. And Jones has a double. There are 2 outs. Runner on second. And Encarnacion makes the catch for the final out. And that'll do it for the bottom half of the inning. After the bottom half of the inning, we are tied. Hey, Jimmy, you packed for the trip? The limo's picking us up after the game.
You know, I hate riding in limos. I get car sick. They're too long. I want a shorter car.
And here's the batter to lead things off. Lee gets ready.
Hey, down in front!
He didn't miss that one by much, but he's in the hole 0-1. I read where this guy learned to hit by his dad firing marbles out of an old Civil War cannon at him, Jimmy. He had to swing at it with a broomstick.
Hey, Tim, don't you think that's a little weird? Throwing marbles at your kid out of a cannon or what? Where did you get this?
Encarnacion, 0 for 2 in this game. Nothing much last at bat. He struck out swinging. Stands in. Line shot back to the pitcher. And Maddox reels it in. Nunez, 1 for 2 to this point. Struck out in his last at bat. Maddox, and here's the windup. Sends up a drive left field. Nunez rounds first. And Nunez is on second with a double. Rodriguez, 0 for 2 on the day. Flied out his last at bat. Gets ready.
Way to go!
Delivers. Line foul. Maddox winds up. Breaks for third. Fires to first. With the bottom of the inning coming up, we are tied.
Tim, we have another email from a fan watching the game. He writes, "What tree do aluminum bats come from?" Oh, that's a good question. I would imagine it comes from an aluminum tree.
Lopez, 1 for 2 thus far. Struck out in his last at bat.
Hey, man, bug free blitz here. Bug free blitz. Sorry about that.
Sends a blast left field. Lopez rounds first. And Lopez winds up at second with a double. Castilla, 1 for 2 in this game. Flied out his last at bat.
Programs here. Programs.
He's running. Drives one to left field. He makes the grab.
Rotate out. Hey, I don't know if you get a shot. There's a blimp right over us.
And that's a double play.
And with flawless execution, they turn the double play.
There are 2 outs. Base is empty. Got under that one to center field. Pierre fields it off the bounce. Guns it to first, and Franco reaches base safely. 2 outs, and they've got a man on first. And he doesn't take the bait on that one.
You gotta be able to draw the walk once in a while and keep the pitcher honest.
Hit sharply, but foul. Strike 3.
He's gotta go sit down now. It's uncomfortable to sit next to a guy who just struck out. It's a jinx in the dugout.
After the bottom half of the inning, we're all tied up.
Hey, Tim, here's a fact for you fans out there, too. Do you know that the water that the groundskeepers spray on the infield before a game is runoff from the stadium's ice machines?
Gonzalez, 1 for 2 thus far. Struck out in his last at-bat. Gonzalez takes a cold strike.
I don't think that's where the pitcher wanted it, but look what happened.
Sharply into left field. Gonzalez rounding first. And Gonzalez pulls up at second with a double. No outs, runner at second. Burnett digs in. And that's line foul.
This guy throws so hard you gotta swing before you see the ball. It's the only way you're gonna hit it.
Gets under it to left field. Gonzalez heading for home. The Marlins take the lead. And Burnett has himself a base hit. No outs, runner at first base. Castillo stares down the pitcher. Not look comfortable right now. I bet that must sting like the dickens, Jimmy, and judging by the looks of him, it did. Pierre, 1 for 3 on the day. Doubled and came around in his last try. Steps in. Pitch on the way. Gets under it, center field. The throw to first. He's in there safely. No outs with the bases loaded. Lowell looking for a good pitch. Lowell takes a cold strike. 0-1's the count.
Oh, man, you know, if there was something wrong at that one, I'm a monkey. Come on, why didn't he swing?
The smash to short. Maddox picks it up off the bounce. Out at third. And that's 2.
Bada bing boom ba double play there, baby.
Lee has picked up 1 hit and 3 at-bats today. Flied out his last at-bat. Digs in.
Let's see the heat. Let's see the heat. Come on, baby. Let's see the heat.
And he laces one over the... Oh, with a beautiful catch. After that half inning of play, the Marlins lead by 1. Hey, good-looking crowd on hand today, huh, Jimmy?
That guy with a hairy back keeps looking up here. Hey, he's saying something. What a kitty! Yeah,
hey, he's blind, Jimmy. That's Freddie. He sells the programs. He always holds his head up like that and sings to himself. Maddox looking for a pitch he can drive.
Oh, that is Freddie. Yeah, where's his dog at?
I think he lost him. Maddox takes a strike, 0-1.
He might have narcolepsy. I'm pretty sure he's asleep right now.
Releases. Maddox takes a called strike. He's in the hole 0-2. It looked like he wanted to swing, but he just couldn't pull the trigger, Jimmy. The pitch. And he looks at a called strike 3. And he got caught looking there. For call, 0 for 3 at this point. Flied out his last at bat. He couldn't hold up. Now he's in the hole 0-1.
When you have trouble seeing the ball well, the first thing that you have trouble with is swinging.
Fly ball, left center. Fires to first, and he beats the throw. 1 out, man on first. And now the pitch. Jones takes a called strike. The count is 0-1.
You know, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him hit a baseball.
Hit sharply, but foul. Got under that one, into foul territory. Burnett, the windup, sends a blast right field, and he puts it away. And with that, the Marlins win the game. Tim Kitzrow for Jim Short saying, see you next time, everyone.
So long, everybody. Hey, Tim, look it over here. That donut you said that I ate is right here.
Well,
right
I'll
here.
be doggone.
Yeah.